Have you ever looked at yourself in front of a mirror and it appeared like the mirror looked back at you? Reflecting everything around us, mirrors are commonplace. We use them for fixing hair, applying makeup, and checking our dress before stepping out. But what if mirrors may be much more than a surface that reflects? For many centuries, a mystery has surrounded them. They were used for ancient ritual uses, and they are connected with the world beyond ours. We dive into the mystery of mirrors in this video. Why are they included in ghost stories, myths, or even science fiction? Are they portals to other dimensions or means of contacting the other side? Stay with us as we reveal the 5 mysterious facts about mirrors. Let's get started. People have had mirrors, or something like one, since time immemorial. In the beginning, mirrors were ponds with calm water. Think about our ancestors looking into a pond for the first time and seeing their reflection. It must have been a sight. As humans learned to make mirrors, the polished obsidian and metals replaced water over the years. However, were you aware that mirrors were not always used for vanity? Ancient societies considered them to be sacred. The Egyptians thought that mirrors had magic inside them. This is why they believed that mirrors could help the dead. In Mesoamerican societies, mirrors were used in divination rituals to see into the future or speak with gods. The term mirror, too, is related to magic. In Latin language, it comes from mirari, meaning to wonder. Why were ancient people so fascinated with mirrors? Maybe it was because mirrors seemed to contain a part of them. It was not just an image, but a cipher of your soul. In various cultures, just about everyone believes that breaking a mirror lets a piece of the spirit escape. That's why you get 7 years bad luck. Next time you accidentally drop the mirror in your bathroom, remember that. Mirrors have always felt creepy or scary to some. Ghosts play a central role in ghost stories and horror movies. Why is that? It could be related to how weird they are. A mirror is a reflection of the reality of a person or object. But how about a mirror that can reflect the unseen? According to popular belief, mirrors are gateways to realms. In ancient China, people thought of mirrors as portals through which spirits could enter the world from the other realm. That is the reason why mirror is often covered in traditional Chinese households during funerals. However, it does not stop there. In the Victorian age, it was customary to cover the mirrors in the house where someone had died. The belief? Some believe that mirrors can trap spirits, causing the soul of the deceased to become stuck between realms. Certain tales suggest that a glimpse into a mirror too soon after death could show a loved one's reflection. We can't forget about the infamous Bloody Mary. Who hasn't felt scared at the idea of saying her name 3 times in the dark room before a mirror? Stories like these play into our basic fear of mirrors, shows us something we should normally not see or should not show. When people do these things, sometimes they notice a shadow or face that doesn't belong to them. Is it a trick of the light, or are mirrors indeed portals to another world? This is a very interesting thing that science considered mirrors are portals. Some physicists think that there are parallel realities in mirror universes on the other side of reflections. Although it is theory, it is interesting to realize that what we see in the mirror may not be all that is. Are mirrors the thin veil separating you from your doppelganger? If not mirrors, then what? Think of the possibilities or the horrors of crossing that border. Mirrors have been used in magic and divination for thousands of years. Did you know that? Soothsayers in ancient times or modern-day psychics. The scrying is an act of gazing into a reflective object to see visions of the past, present, and future. The predictions of the famed seer Nostradamus were apparently made in a black mirror. Mirrors are thought to catch the evil forces in witchcraft. This is why you'll hear about witches using witches' mirrors to bounce back curses and protection. These are not usual mirrors in bathrooms. These pieces often appear to be made from obsidian or other dark reflective materials. But they aren't just for defense. Some people think that a witch can look through mirrors to see faraway things, much like how we look through a window. In feng shui, the arrangement of mirrors is significant. A mirror which faces the door is said to bounce negative energy coming into the house away. In other cultural beliefs, this placement invites spirits to inhabit the home. Mirrors can be both protective and dangerous. This also adds to their charm. Mirrors serve purposes beyond just protection or divination. In certain cultures, they help in summoning deities. People have many stories of trying to call spirits or contact deceased loved ones through a mirror. At midnight, a candle is put on, and next to this candle, a mirror is placed. Then a name is repeated. If performed correctly, the person's spirit will appear according to legend. Maybe mirrors serve as spiritual antennas for different energies and vibrations? Or could it be all the power of suggestion? The antique mirrors are believed to contain the energy of their previous owners. This is one of the reasons they are haunted mirrors. Mirrors can have a warmer or cooler temperature than the surrounding environment depending if spirit energy is present. Can the reflection in a mirror hold the memories of past events? If that is the case, what will your own mirror be hiding? Do you ever find your face changing when you stare at the mirror for a long time? When you look in the mirror, it can happen that you start to see a stranger face. This is the strange face illusion. This is when your brain begins interpreting your face as something unfamiliar, like a strange person. The mirror starts to reflect not just your face, but a warped, grotesque, almost monster version of your face. When you look at something for too long, your brain will make you see things that aren't there. Or there could be something more to it. Certain people think that when you can't move, the mirror shows that you're a hidden soul or that someone else staring back at you. Mirrors play an important part in haunted house stories. Many paranormal investigators notice unusual activities around mirrors. They are mostly cold spots, strange sounds, or even apparitions. A well-known story is that of a mirror on a plantation. Visitors thought to see handprints on the glass when no one had touched it. Some people said they first became aware of the incident in their own mirrors, where they saw someone in their apartments that wasn't present. Can science explain such experiences, or do mirrors really hold energy from the past? Next is the mirror gaze experiment, where people gaze into their eyes for a while in a dark room. A lot of people say they see warped faces or feel someone behind them. Others even heard whispers or an inexplicable feeling of dread. Is it their imagination, or is there something else? A mirror could be a gateway, not just to another dimension, but to our own fears and desires. What happens when two mirrors are placed in a direction after facing each other? This is colloquially known as an infinity mirror. However, it is a dangerous act in some cultures. When both mirrors are facing each other, a believed void is created where spirits are thought to congregate. The next time you want to place mirrors opposite each other for looks, you might want to think again. Though mirrors have a lot of science behind them, science also gives us some appealing explanations. Mirrors reflect light, but what happens with our brain makes it fascinating. We see a reflection of ourselves, but flipped. The reversal can create an eerie feeling when used in darker settings or when you stare at it too long. So there's the theory of mirror neurons, which fire in our brains when we see someone else do something. Is there any way mirrors can use neural mirroring to connect with our reflections? What do you think about the mirror universe theory in quantum physics? It sort of suggests that every particle of our universe might have a particle of the mirror universe. If the case is real, we see another world through the mirror. While science may not tell the whole story about mirrors, it certainly reveals a bit more in the saga. Mirrors can be either magical pendulums or optical marvels. Whatever you think of them, they're more than just a pretty face. So next time you glance in the mirror, realize what you see and think about it. Is it simply a reflection or something greater than that? For ages, stories about mirrors invoke powerful passions ranging from ancient rituals to modern science. They represent enigmas, magical elements, and the non-known. What do you think? Could mirrors be doorways, spiritual tools, or misunderstood objects? If you want us to cover a similar personality, do let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So, until next time, keep asking questions about the world around you and, just maybe, don't stare too long in the mirror.